So we have a total of 58.
Yes, sir. Who need to oversee?
You know, none that good. I guess we want to drop.
You want
How much?
Right, we are now streaming live on YouTube. Today is December 19th, 2025, and I am Judge Case Johnson.
Estamos transmitiendo en vivo en YouTube. Hoy es día 19 de diciembre del 2025 y yo soy la jueza Case Johnson.
Nous allons tout à l'heure être connectés en live sur YouTube et je me présente, je serai la juge aujourd'hui sous le nom de la juge Kate Johnson.
Please listen carefully as it will help you better understand and purpose of today's proceeding.
Por favor, escuchen atentamente porque esto le va a ayudar a entender mejor la naturaleza y el propósito de la audiencia del día de hoy.
Veuillez suivre attentivement.
First, I am not here to try your case, take a plea, or have any legal discussions with you about the specifics of your case.
En primer lugar, no estoy acá para tener un juicio en su caso, para que se declaren a los cargos o para tener discusiones legales con respecto a los hechos específicos de su caso.
Je ne serai pas aujourd'hui en train de discuter vos détails sur votre cas juridique. Veuillez vous confier à vos avocats.
The purpose of first appearance is to inform you of the charges against you, advise you of certain rights.
El propósito de la audiencia inicial es informarle cuáles son los cargos que se le imputa, informarle de ciertos derechos específicos.
Alors, le but de l'entretien d'aujourd'hui sera focalisé uniquement sur ce que vous avez commis comme crime et aussi vous donner les détails sur vos droits et vos devoirs.
Set bonds for those offenses for which I am authorized to set bond, to schedule a preliminary hearing, and to determine whether you require the assistance of an attorney.
Asignarle una fianza en aquellos delitos en los cuales estoy autorizada a asignarle una fianza, programarle la fecha de su audiencia preliminar y determinar si usted requiere la asistencia de un abogado.
Alors, aujourd'hui, je vais juste vous dire que ce sera votre première apparence devant nous et je vais juste citer ce que vous avez commis comme crime et la suite, vous allez la suivre après cette présentation d'aujourd'hui.
You have the right to remain silent, so please do not attempt to tell me any specifics of your case or any legal defense that you may have.
Usted tiene el derecho de permanecer callado, o sea que por favor no trate de darme detalles específicos con respecto a su caso o hablarme de cualquier defensa legal que usted piense que pueda tener.
Vous avez le droit de garder votre silence aujourd'hui et je vous en prie de ne pas me donner les détails de votre cas aujourd'hui.
As I said earlier, we are streaming live, and anything you say during this proceeding can and will be you in later proceedings.
Como le dije anteriormente, nosotros estamos transmitiendo en vivo y cualquier cosa que usted diga durante esta audiencia podría y sería utilizada en su contra en las audiencias posteriores.
Comme je l'avais dit au préalable, aujourd'hui, nous sommes en train de faire cette procédure directement sur YouTube. Alors, je vous demanderai tout ce que vous aurez dit aujourd'hui pourrait être utilisé contre vous pendant les jours ultérieurs.
Now, during this and all other proceedings, you have the following rights: right to the presumption of innocence, right to indictment by a grand jury for felonies or by accusation for misdemeanors, to a speedy and public trial by jury.
Durante esta audiencia y todas las audiencias posteriores, usted tiene los siguientes derechos: el derecho a la presunción de inocencia, el derecho a que el gran jurado le formule un documento inculpatorio si se le acusa de delitos graves, o que se le formule una acusación si se le acusa de delitos menores, el derecho de tener un juicio sin demora público ante un jurado.
Alors, je vais vous citer vos droits. Vous avez le droit de vous déclarer innocent. Vous avez le droit de réclamer un jugement par jury et vous avez aussi le droit de demander un jugement immédiat.
To compel the attendance of witnesses to testify on your own behalf, to see, hear, and question witnesses who are called to testify against you,
El derecho de exigir la presencia de testigos para que declaren a su favor, el derecho de ver, escuchar y contrainterrogar a los testigos que sean citados a declarar en su contra.
Donc, vous avez aussi le droit de contester et vous avez aussi le droit de contester des témoins ou de réclamer des témoins.
to testify on your own behalf or offer evidence in your own defense, and to have an attorney represent you. And if you cannot afford an attorney, one may be appointed if you qualify.
De declarar a su favor y de presentar pruebas para ser utilizadas en su defensa, de tener un abogado para que lo represente, y si usted no tuviese los medios para contratar un abogado, uno le podría ser asignado si usted reúne los requisitos.
Vous avez aussi le droit de témoigner vous-même. Vous avez aussi le droit d'engager un avocat et vous avez le droit d'engager un avocat pro bono qui vous sera donné par le tribunal ou d'engager un avocat payant. Et le cas de l'avocat qui doit vous être attribué par le tribunal doit être par rapport à vos revenus.
Also, if you are not a U.S. citizen, some charges may adversely affect your immigration status, so you will need to consult with an attorney.
Además, si usted no es ciudadano de los Estados Unidos, algunos cargos podrían afectar su estatus migratorio, o sea que debería de consultar con un abogado.
Et donc, vous devez savoir aussi que vous êtes, si vous n'êtes pas un citoyen américain, vous risquez avoir des problèmes avec l'immigration. Et donc, il vous sera important de considérer un conseil auprès de vos avocats.
Now, some of you will be allowed to post what we call unrestricted bonds for your release from jail pending the prosecution of your case. These bonds may be posted in 3 ways: cash, commercial, or property.
Alguno de ustedes se le permitirá pagar lo que llamamos una fianza sin restricciones para permitirle salir de la cárcel teniendo su caso pendiente para ser procesado. Estas fianzas pueden ser pagadas de 3 maneras diferentes: en efectivo, utilizando una compañía de fianza comercial o utilizando una propiedad.
Sachez donc aujourd'hui que certains d'entre vous pourraient avoir droit à une caution sans condition. Et cette caution vous donnera, n'est-ce pas, la possibilité de la payer soit sous une forme de cash ou soit sous une forme d'une propriété, d'un bien.
If you post a cash bond, someone will deliver the full amount of the bond in cash together with any mandated fees to the sheriff's office, who will hold it until after your final court date, at which time the cash will be returned to the person who posted it.
Si usted paga la fianza en efectivo, alguien tendría que llevar la cantidad total de la fianza en efectivo más las tarifas de ley a la oficina del alguacil, la cual se quedaría con ese dinero hasta el final de su caso. y cuando su caso concluya, este dinero le sería reembolsado a la persona que lo pagó.
Alors, si vous présentez une caution ou vous payez une caution, sachez que quelqu'un va donc payer cette caution en complet et vous aurez le devoir plus tard de faire ce remboursement.
If you do not have the full amount of the bond in cash, you could also use a commercial bonding company who may take up to 15% of the bond as their fee, and this fee will not be returned to you.
Si usted no tiene la cantidad total de la fianza en efectivo, usted podría utilizar una compañía de fianza comercial, la cual le podría cobrar hasta un 15% de la cantidad total de la fianza, pero esa tarifa no le sería reembolsada.
Sachez aussi que si vous présentez une caution et que, excusez-moi, si vous n'êtes pas en mesure de payer votre caution, vous pouvez considérer prendre une compagnie, d'une tierce compagnie qui va régler cette caution pour vous et cette compagnie va charger un supplémentaire de 15% et ces 15% supplémentaires ne sont pas remboursables.
You may also have someone post a property bond so long as the net equity in that property is at least 3 times the amount of your bond. For example, if I set a bond for $2,000, your property must have at least $6,000 in equity to qualify as a property bond.
Usted también podría pedirle a alguien que utilice una propiedad siempre y cuando dicha propiedad tenga un capital neto que sea por lo menos 3 veces la cantidad total de la fianza. Por ejemplo, si yo le asigno una fianza de $2,000, la propiedad tiene que tener un capital neto de por lo menos $6,000 para poder calificar.
Alors, quelqu'un peut aussi présenter une caution sous une forme d'un bien et vous devez savoir que cette caution, si par exemple est de $2,000 et que ce bien doit avoir dans son capital un minimum de $6,000 pour que nous puissions accepter cette caution.
Each of you will have as a condition of your bond that you are not to violate any laws while you're out on bond.
Cada uno de ustedes tendrá como una de las condiciones de su fianza que usted no puede infringir las leyes mientras esté en libertad bajo fianza.
Alors, si vous arrivez à payer votre caution et que vous êtes parti sous une forme de liberté provisoire, sachez que pendant cette période-là, vous êtes en liberté provisoire, vous ne devez pas commettre un quelconque crime.
Some of you will have additional special conditions that prohibit you from contacting certain people in certain places. On your bond, this means that you must stay away from and have no contact with the victim.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, we're breaking up and the interpreter didn't get that.
Some of you will have additional special conditions that prohibit you from contacting certain people or going to certain places. If you have a no contact provision on your bond, this means that you must stay away from and have no contact with the victim.
Alguno de ustedes va a tener condiciones especiales adicionales donde se le prohíbe ponerse en contacto con ciertas personas o de que acudan a ciertos lugares. Si la orden de su fianza estipula no tener contacto, esto significa que usted tiene que mantenerse alejado y no tener contacto con la víctima.
Pendant que vous serez, certains d'entre vous serez en liberté provisoire, certains pourraient avoir une caution qui est attachée à une condition spéciale. Donc, ces personnes qui pourraient avoir cette condition spéciale de ne pas entrer en contact avec certaines personnes, par exemple la victime ou les victimes, et donc pendant ce temps-là, il vous sera demandé de ne pas du tout entrer en contact avec de telles personnes.
You may not call, text, email, write a letter to, or contact through any social media platform.
Usted no podrá llamar, enviar un mensaje de texto, un correo electrónico, escribir una carta o tener contacto utilizando las redes sociales.
Alors, cette condition continue en disant, vous ne devez pas texter, envoyer un texto, téléphoner à ces personnes, envoyer un email, leur écrire une lettre ou les contacter à travers les, euh, les, euh, les réseaux sociaux.
You can't even do something nice for that person, such as sending them flowers, a gift, or a nice song. As nice as it may be, it will be a violation of your bond.
Usted ni siquiera podrá hacer algo amable por esa persona, como enviarle flores, un regalo o una canción agradable, porque aunque esto aparente ser muy amable, esto constituye una violación de las condiciones de su fianza.
Vous ne devez pas non plus envoyer des choses, par exemple, comme des fleurs, des vœux. Ces choses peuvent être très gentilles, mais sachez que si vous osez le faire, ceci sera considéré comme une violation de votre liberté provisoire sous caution spéciale.
Now, if I order you not to return to a particular location, that means that you cannot go back to the station for any reason.
Si yo le ordenara no regresar a un lugar en particular, esto significa que usted no puede regresar a ese lugar por ninguna razón.
Alors, si vous avez été demandé de ne pas vous présenter à certains endroits, sachez que ça va faire partie de conditions.
If the no return location is a shared residence, meaning you reside there along with the alleged victim, please let me know and I will authorize you to go back, but only while accompanied by a sheriff to collect some of your personal belongings that is not in dispute, meaning there is no issue as to who owns that property.
Si el lugar al que usted no puede regresar es una residencia compartida, lo que esto significa es que usted vive ahí con la presunta víctima, hágamelo saber y yo le voy a permitir regresar, pero solamente acompañado de un alguacil para retirar sus artículos personales que no estén bajo disputa. O sea, de que no haya ninguna disputa de a quién le pertenecen.
Alors, si un de ces endroits représente un lieu de résidence où vous partagez avec la victime, veuillez me dire en avance, veuillez me signaler et je dois vous dire si vous devez vous y rendre, vous devez vous y rendre uniquement pendant que vous êtes accompagné et vous devez aussi savoir que si vous y êtes parti pour retirer certains articles personnels, vous ne pouvez retirer que les articles qui ne seront pas en dispute. Ça veut dire les articles qui prêtent à confusion à qui ça revient, à qui ça appartient.
You would need to meet with the sheriff's office within 10 days of being released to pick up your personal belongings.
Usted tendría que hacer una cita con la comisaría durante los primeros 10 días después de haber salido en libertad para retirar sus artículos personales.
Vous devez donc entrer en contact avec le bureau du shérif avec une avance de 10 jours pour leur prévenir de votre intention d'aller vous rendre à l'endroit où vous partagez ces lieux avec la victime.
Now, unfortunately, some percentage of you will come back into custody on a bond revocation because you didn't take what I am saying here seriously. Instead, you will return to residence and your victim, and it's all good until it's not.
Ahora, desafortunadamente, un porcentaje de ustedes regresará bajo custodia para una revocación de fianza porque usted no se tomó lo que yo le acabo de decir en serio. En lugar de esto, usted regresa a la residencia, se reconcilia con la víctima y todo está muy bien hasta que ya no lo esté.
Malheureusement, certains parmi vous vont retourner au lieu de résidence pour rester ou habiter avec la victime. Et vous devez savoir que ces personnes qui auront commis cet acte vont se retrouver encore une fois incarcéré.
The moment the victim becomes upset, the police will be called and you will be arrested and held without bond.
En el momento que la víctima se moleste, se llamaría a la policía y usted sería arrestado y sería detenido sin derecho a fianza.
Alors, une fois que la victime, pendant que vous y êtes rentré, n'est-ce pas, n'est pas contente et qu'elle va automatiquement faire appel à la police, sachez que les policiers vont venir, ils vont vous saisir et vous serez immédiatement incarcéré et sans caution.
Court takes these special conditions very seriously, so follow the order until the order is modified or your case is resolved.
Este tribunal toma estas condiciones especiales muy en serio. O sea que solamente acátese a la orden hasta que la misma haya sido modificada o su caso haya sido solucionado.
Alors, cette condition spéciale veut tout simplement dire que vous devez la respecter et vous ne pouvez pas la changer. Vous devez attendre que votre cas soit changé, modifié ou résolu. Donc, respectez l'ordre du tribunal.
Now, if you do violate the bond order and the court considers your contact intimidating or harassing, you could receive additional felony charges such as aggravated stalking or influencing a witness. These type charges carry a punishment of up to 20 years in prison and $20,000 in fines.
Si usted infringe las condiciones de la orden de su fianza y este tribunal considera que el contacto fue intimidante o acusador, a usted se le podría imputar cargos adicionales por delitos graves como persecución ilícita con agravante o influir a un testigo, y este tipo de cargos conllevan un castigo de hasta 20 años de prisión y hasta $20,000 de multa.
Au cas où vous voulez intimider ou menacer la victime, sachez que votre cas ne fera que s'aggraver. Et sachez que on peut même ajouter sur votre cas une peine beaucoup plus grave et qui peut aller au-delà de $20,000 d'amende.
Also, if your spouse, family member, or friend is the alleged victim in your case, he or she will not be allowed to post your bond, nor are you able to contact the victim while you are in jail.
Además, si su cónyuge, pariente o amigo es la presunta víctima en su caso, a él o a ella no se le permitirá pagar la fianza, tampoco se le permitirá a usted ponerse en contacto con la presunta víctima mientras usted esté en la cárcel.
Sachez aussi que si la personne qui pourrait payer votre caution est votre épouse ou votre membre de famille, cela n'est pas faisable si ces personnes sont des victimes. Et donc, vous ne pouvez pas les utiliser pour payer votre caution.
Now, some of you are charged with offenses for which this court is not authorized to set bond. In this event, a bond hearing will be scheduled before a judge of the Superior Court of Clayton County.
A alguno de ustedes se le imputa cargos en los cuales este tribunal no está autorizado a asignarle una fianza. En ese caso, una audiencia para pedir fianza sería programada ante un juez del Tribunal Superior del Condado de Clayton.
Certains parmi vous n'auront pas de caution du tout. Ces cas-là peuvent tout simplement aller auprès du tribunal supérieur de la comté de Clayton pour essayer de faire la demande d'une autre caution.
If you are currently on active probation, this court is not authorized to set bond at this time. Whether a bond is appropriate in your case will be reconsidered after the probation officer has had an opportunity to review your new arrest.
Si actualmente usted está cumpliendo con una condena de libertad condicional, este tribunal no está autorizado a asignarle una fianza en estos momentos. Si la fianza es apropiada en su caso, sería reconsiderada después que su agente de libertad condicional haya tenido la oportunidad de evaluar el nuevo arresto.
Alors, s'il y a certains parmi vous aujourd'hui, pendant que nous sommes en train pendant que vous êtes en train de vous faire informer aujourd'hui et déjà sous ce qui s'appelle la probation, c'est-à-dire la période pendant laquelle vous êtes attaché au tribunal pour un cas précédent, sachez que on doit attendre que l'officier qui est en charge de votre cas de probation puisse confirmer que vous aviez été libéré de ce cas pour que vous puissiez avoir accès à une caution.
Now, the purpose of a preliminary hearing is to determine whether there's enough evidence or probable cause to keep you detained on your charges. If you bond out, your preliminary hearing is automatically waived because you are out of jail and no longer detained.
El propósito de la audiencia preliminar es determinar si hay suficientes pruebas o motivo fundado para continuar con usted detenido por los cargos imputados. Si usted paga su fianza y sale, su audiencia preliminar se cancela automáticamente porque ya usted no está en la cárcel y no se encuentra detenido.
Alors, la raison de l'entretien d'aujourd'hui, c'est pour pouvoir déterminer si vous aviez été détenu auprès de notre tribunal par rapport au fait que nous voulons vérifier si votre cas est un cas irréfutable. Si nous arrivons à déterminer que votre cas n'est plus attaché à ce qui vient de se passer avec vous, vous pouvez alors vous considérer comme étant déjà en liberté. Vous êtes sorti après votre caution.
If you are charged with misdemeanors only, when you come before the court, I will ask you to waive your preliminary. Waiving your preliminary hearing does not affect your rights or your bond amount. It simply moves your case from magistrate court to state court faster.
Si a usted se le imputa cargos, si a usted se le imputa, I'm sorry.
Your Honor, you are breaking up again. Can you repeat for the interpreter, please?
Yes, and so, Ms. Bermudez, you can go ahead and go.
Si a usted se le imputa cargos por delitos menores solamente, cuando usted venga ante el tribunal, yo le voy a preguntar si usted quiere renunciar a tener su renunciar a tener su audiencia preliminar. El renunciar a tener su audiencia preliminar no afecta sus derechos o la cantidad de su fianza. Solamente mueve su caso del tribunal de primera instancia al tribunal estatal más rápido.
All right, so the court does not have any preference as to whether you waive your preliminary hearing. However, when I ask you if you wish to waive your preliminary hearing, if you respond by asking what that means, I will schedule your preliminary hearing as I do not want you waiving something you don't understand.
Este tribunal no tiene ninguna preferencia de si usted renuncia a tener su audiencia preliminar. Sin embargo, cuando yo le pregunte si usted quiere renunciar a tener su audiencia preliminar, usted me responde con la pregunta ¿qué significa esto? Entonces yo le voy a programar la fecha de su audiencia preliminar porque yo no quiero que usted renuncie a algo que usted no entiende.
Alors, le tribunal ne peut pas vous demander d'annuler votre audience préliminaire d'aujourd'hui. Et si vous dites pendant cette audience préliminaire que vous ne comprenez pas ce que ça veut dire, le tribunal ne va pas vous imposer, n'est-ce pas, d'annuler votre audience préliminaire.
Also, if you have, this court does not have any, Also, if you have a prior criminal history, meaning this is not your first arrest, you are now eligible for what is known as a signature bond.
Además, si usted tiene antecedentes penales, lo que significa que este no es su primer arresto, entonces usted no cumple con los requisitos para que se le asigne una fianza bajo firma o una fianza bajo palabra.
Aussi, si vous avez déjà un casier judiciaire, ça veut dire que vous avez déjà commis d'autres crimes dans le passé. Sachez que vous n'avez pas droit à ce qui s'appelle le signature bond, qui est une caution par signature.
It has come to our attention that inmate families have been contacted by individuals claiming to be an employee of the jail, offering a pretrial program and dismissal of all charges if a substantial fee is paid. Please note that this is a scam and no such program exists in our jail.
Se nos ha informado que los familiares de los detenidos han sido contactados por individuos haciéndose pasar como empleados de la cárcel y ofreciendo un programa de resolución previa al juicio y desestimar todos los cargos si se paga una suma considerable. Por favor, sepa que esto es una estafa y que un programa de esta índole no existe en la cárcel.
Si vous êtes contacté ou on vous téléphone, vous recevez un appel par téléphone qui vous déclare qu'ils ont un programme où ils peuvent vous permettre de vous libérer de votre cas, sachez que notre bureau n'a aucun programme pareil, que cet appel n'est qu'une arnaque.
Finally, I'm about to read the oath to you. If you understand and swear to it, please respond by saying I do. Would everybody please raise their right hand?
Finalmente, estoy a punto de leerles el juramento. Si todo así lo entienden y así lo juran, por favor respondan diciendo lo juro. Levanten todos su mano derecha.
Finalement, je vais vous faire une lecture sur notre façon de jurer. Donc, vous avez levé votre main droite et pendant ce moment, vous allez donc écouter pendant que je lis pour comprendre sur quoi vous jurez.
All right. So you can put your hands down.
Vous
Pueden
pouvez,
bajar sus manos.
vous
All right.
pouvez
I'm going to do Mr. Herrera first. You can put your hands down.
Pueden bajar sus manos.
laisser votre main.
Hey, Your Honor,
Yes.
after we do the interpreters and the private attorney,
Uh-huh.
we got 5 disciplinaries. Can we do them after everybody else first?
Okay. We can do those first.
Okay.
You want to tell me those afterwards or now?
I can get you quick. We
Okay.
have Alexander,
Okay.
Hill,
Yeah. Okay.
Ken,
What was the name?
Ken,
Ken with a H?
Ken, K-E.
Ken. All right.
P. Johnson, Philip Johnson, and then Parker.
Philip Johnson. And then Parker. Got it. So if you can just be ready to bring them up, I handle them right after
Everybody else.
interpreter cases.
Also, we got the private. We got Mr. Dooley up here too.
Okay, so after Mr. Dooley, we'll do those disciplinary.
And then
Are you okay? Say your name for the record, sir.
Diga su nombre para que conste en el acta, señor.
Erling Herrera.
Erling Herrera.
All right, Ms. Herrera, you're charged with no license. I am going to release you today, but make sure that you keep the court apprised of your current address so you can get your notice to come back to court.
Ok, señor. Ok, señor Herrera, a usted se le imputa el cargo de manejar sin licencia de conducir. Yo lo voy a poner en libertad en el día de hoy, pero asegúrese de informarle al tribunal cuál es su dirección actual para que usted pueda recibir las notificaciones para poder regresar al tribunal.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you would sign that waiver,
Si
it's
usted,
going to give you a waiver.
el alguacil le va a dar un formulario de renuncia. Si usted puede firmar el formulario de renuncia.
Any questions, sir?
¿Alguna pregunta, señor?
No.
No.
All right, good luck to you.
Ok, buena suerte.
Mr. Garcia?
Yeah. García Gutiérrez José David.
State your full name, sir.
Dígame su nombre completo, señor.
García Gutiérrez José David.
García Gutiérrez José David.
All right, you're charged with no license and no tag.
¿A usted se le imputa del cargo de manejar sin licencia de conducir, de no tener placas?
Sí.
I am
Yes.
going to release you today because you don't have a criminal history.
Yo lo voy a poner en libertad en el día de hoy porque usted no tiene antecedentes penales.
Gracias.
Make sure
you.
that the court has a good address so they can send you your notice to come back to court.
Asegúrese que el tribunal tenga su dirección buena o válida para que ellos puedan enviarle las notificaciones para que usted pueda regresar al tribunal.
And make
Yes.
sure you sign your waiver form right there. The deputy will give it to you.
Y asegúrese de firmar el formulario de renuncia que el alguacil le va a entregar.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Gracias.
Thank you.
All right. And so, Yate, do I have Mr. Dudley's paperwork? Let's see.
Yeah, see, I can see.
No, she was talking to that.
And Judge, with that, may I be excused?
Yes, have a great one. Happy holidays.
You as well. You as well. Thank you.
I don't, Yate, I don't see Mr. Dudley's paperwork. If you could
No, it's not done.
come and grab that for me. So Deputy, go ahead and bring those inmates up. Hold on, Mr. Dudley.
Ma'am, this is not Mr. Dudley.
Just not Mr. Douglas.
Oh, who is that?
Wade.
Mr. Wade? Okay.
That's the interpreter.
Because we're gonna, after him, we're gonna do 5.
All right, Mr. Wade.
Monsieur Wade. Wade or Wade?
What?
State your name for the record.
Veuillez prononcer votre nom.
Oh, El Hazi Musawet. El Hazi Wet.
El Fazi Wade.
El Hazi.
You are charged with battery and that bond is set at 3,000.
Vous aviez été accusé d'une bagarre et votre caution est de $3,000.
Criminal damage in the second degree.
Et vous aviez aussi été accusé d'un dommage criminel de 2e degré, endommagement criminel, 2e degré.
That bond is set at 3,500.
Et votre caution est de $3,500.
Your total bond is $6,500.
Et votre caution totale est de $6,500.
And you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond.
Et vous ne devez pas commettre un quelconque crime ou
You may not have any contact with Hassan Sar.
Honor,
That's the victim.
Your Honor, you went ahead of the interpreter. Can I finish?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My apologies.
Et vous ne devez pas infriger la loi pendant votre période de liberté.
He must stay away from Hassan Carr. That's ASSANE. SAR. I'm sorry. SARR. He must stay away from that individual.
Et donc, vous devez aussi rester loin de Monsieur Hassan Sarr pendant votre période de liberté.
I've set his preliminary hearing date for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m.
Et donc, vous allez revenir auprès du tribunal le 14 janvier de l'an 2026 à 8 heures du matin.
Mr. Dooley,
And I'm also going to appoint an attorney to you.
Et je vais aussi me rassurer que vous avez accès, je vais vous donner un avocat.
Good luck to you, sir.
Et je vous souhaite une très bonne chance, monsieur.
Merci.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great one.
Ayez une bonne journée et merci.
If you would bring those 5 until I handed the Dudley paperwork, please.
Your Honor, I believe this was the only French.
Yes. Have a great one. Happy holidays.
Thank you. The same to you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we have a juvenile coming down, so we have to give us 2 seconds, ma'am.
All right. Hold on, let me grab Mr. Dudley's stuff. Hold on.
Your Honor. Ms. Dudley. Come on.
He can go back.
No, I haven't, no, he has to wait. He's juvenile.
Monsieur. Oh.
What's his name?
Oh, you go back before. You go back before. Wait till you went.
I just been, you gotta wait for you. Been. You want Johnson now? Sit down, sit down, sit down.
No, sir.
Sit down. No, sit down.
All right, so is that Mr. Dudley?
Yes, ma'am.
It is, Judge.
Okay. Mhm.
Hold that door for me, huh?
All right, go ahead, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. Before you is Mr. Dudley. He is 48 years old. He's a lifelong resident of the Atlanta metropolitan area, born and raised here, graduated from Redan High School, then went on to go to Morehouse College. He graduated there in 2001, and then recently just graduated from Grand Canyon University with a master's degree. He's married. He's a father of 5. He currently works at Du Bois Integrity Academy charter. There he serves as the head basketball.
That was criminal, sir. Hold on half a second, counsel.
Oh, okay.
I told him, I live all kind of cots. No,
Okay. And so, counsel, I don't have in front of me, and I desperately need to have that. What's his criminal history?
He doesn't have any criminal history, Judge. Never been no.
I believe you,
Okay.
but because he is charged with a felony.
Okay. No prior felonies though.
Okay, so okay, all right. That's good right here. All right, so let's do the housing unit 5 really quickly. Let me request this.
Are you done with Dooley, or you gotta wait?
He need to wait.
Okay, y'all.
I'm missing his criminal history.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, first we got Mr. Johnson coming up.
All right, hold on, let me request him.
Hard hearing, man. What did you say? Mr. Johnson, so John Aaron Johnson. We got the tea. Let's let him sit. Oh, sir, sir.
Get back to me in between you. No, go send us to between those. Oh, he's saying. Four. He wants to. That's the Creole over there. Absolutely, he's French. He's French.
And who do I have in front of me?
Philip Aaron Johnson, Mr. Philip Aaron Johnson.
Say that name again.
Mr. Philip Aaron Johnson, that's my whole name.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mr. Johnson.
A full name, right?
All right, Mr. Johnson, you're charged with prohibited acts at the public, at MARTA, basically. I've set that bond at 500, obstruction 500, for a total bond of $1,000. The allegation is that you did not pay the fare for the MARTA.
This is the.
You must, while you're out on bond, I am going to appoint an attorney to you.
This is,
Your bond is 1,000. I'm gonna give you an attorney. Good luck to you, sir.
this is just a hearing?
No, it's not the hearing. She's telling me what you.
Yes, this is just a hearing.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was, I'm very confident.
All right, who I'm doing next?
Yeah.
Here.
Hill?
I haven't done that in time.
Go inside there. Go inside, leave this one.
Is that your name, sir?
Nicholas Hill.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Come on, bro. Let's go on top of that. Come on, bro. On top of that.
All right, I'm setting your bond at 8,000. I'm appointing an attorney to you. Your preliminary hearing is January the 14th, a.m. You have any, you have any questions?
I don't even know what I'm charged with. You ain't tell me what I'm charged with.
I said giving inmate, it says giving inmate, gun, drugs, or alcohol. My apologies.
Can you please read me the incident report or the police report?
Yes, I can. All right, it says, that against the state of Georgia and the said defendant did the above accused inmate Nicholas Hill is and was currently an active inmate at Clayton County Jail, which is located at 9157 Terry Boulevard in Jonesboro, Housing Unit 5, Section 4, Cell 5411. While he was incarcerated, he was found to be in possession of the following prohibited items: dry soil, approximately 129 grams, rolling paper packs, 15, Newport cigarettes, 20, menthol cigarette tobacco wraps, blue in color Motorola cell phones, and that's going to be with 4 Type-C chargers and 4 lighters. The Motorola cell phone was seen in the hand of the inmate before he slammed it to the floor, shattering its screen. The additional items were found inside a Nike that was concealed in the mattress in his single man cell. That's the warrant.
Thank you.
All right.
We're gonna see this one. So, for your last name?
Alexander.
Hold on 1 second. Let me finish the paperwork on here. You say it's Alexander?
Yeah, ma'am.
That's your last name?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Alexander, you are charged with aggravated assault. I've denied that bond. You must stay away from Jordan Daniels. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. and I've also appointed an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Ready to set. Next man. Sir. He said he would. Just on.
What is it?
King,
Blue?
Mario King.
King, K-E-E-N.
Wait a minute, say the last name again.
K-E-E-N. King.
Deputy, say his last name for me, please.
King.
King, okay. That's Mario King, K-E-E-N?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Oh, my goodness, man, you got the criminal. Oh, my Jesus, you got the longest criminal history. You ain't tired yet?
I ain't there now, y'all.
Okay, all right.
I'm trying to get that to you.
Can't judge me off my history.
All righty.
I already know it. Been doing that my whole life.
The allegation is that you took 75 North Atlantic cold water lobster tails from a truck, having a value of $720. You gained entry by cutting the victim's lock with a set of bolt cutters.
Your Honor, I didn't get caught with none of that stuff. They found this stuff on the highway in a whole nother truck. How can you drive trucks, Your Honor?
All right. So based how the allegations in the warrant, I do find that there is sufficient probable cause in here.
They be at two scenes at one time, Your Honor. I'm at Big Dad's. Y'all find a whole nother truck somewhere else.
Well, trust me, I've heard and seen a lot.
Can't
So-
drive two vehicles, Your Honor. If I'm in one vehicle, how you find another truck way down the street? How that's mine?
You doing
All right. So entering auto, that bond is set at 5,000, criminal trespass, 2,000, theft by taking, 2,000, theft by taking a motor vehicle, 2,000. Your total bond is $11,000. You may not have any contact with Brian Shavers and Aquastar. You may not return to 5125 Laloc Industrial Boulevard and 349, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set that preliminary hearing date for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. and I'm also appointing an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Last one is Parker.
We lost it, man.
Yeah.
Stand right there.
Who do we have here?
How you gonna do
Yeah,
that?
Parker.
Parker?
Find a truck somewhere. How you gonna drive the truck?
I just emailed him for lunch break. I emailed him. All right, Mr. Parker, you're charged with possession of prohibited items. That bond is denied. Your preliminary hearing is before January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I am going to appoint an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
We'll see you. We'll see you.
Yeah, go see me again.
All right, y'all, that's all we got.
We sorry for the females.
Brown.
Brian, where you at?
Do we have Dudley yet, Judge?
I'm sorry.
Do we have Dudley?
Yeah, yes, he was just up here. Oh, you mean the criminal history? Hold on, let me check. All right, counsel, I'm gonna take your word for it. Go
Yes,
ahead. I've heard. Did you have anything further?
Just that Judge, he was arrested December the 11th, last Thursday. And this is really his first time having a first appearance. He's been in custody over a week without one. So we believe that under the Riverside case, he's entitled to a bond. Judge, what we would ask for is a $10,000 bond. We believe that he meets all of the bond factors. He's not a danger to the community, not a risk to commit any additional felonies, no significant risk of intimidating witnesses, etc. And so we'd ask for a signature bond due to lack of criminal history, as well as the defendant is a father of five. He's the main breadwinner in the family.
Um, is he a teacher?
He is, yes, Judge. He teaches at, or was teaching at the time of this, at Du Bois Integrity Academy Charter. He's a special education teacher. Also, he's a head coach for the basketball team, head coach for the flag football team, as well as serves as the assistant athletic director of the school.
All right, and that's it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Initially, I was inclined to grant no bond in this. Did you say he was from here?
He is, Judge. He attended Redan High School. He graduated there in 95. Then he went on to Morehouse, where he graduated in 01. And then he recently graduated from Grand Canyon University with his master's degree. Married, father of five. Mother and father still live on the east side by Redan High School. So all of his family ties are here. His children, his wife, everybody's here.
All righty. I'm gonna set his bond. We're gonna set his bond at 20,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
And he cannot serve as a teacher over any minors 16 years of age or younger.
Okay.
And that's good. I've already put that in the order. And he must not violate any laws while he's out on bond, of course. And so he has an attorney, so I would not need to appoint him an attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, that concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, have a great one. Happy holidays.
Thank you. You too. Do you think that order will be over to the jail today?
It will.
Okay. All right. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
All right.
What's his bond, Your Honor?
20,000, okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
Mr. Dudley's. Mr. Vaughn. And I did get his criminal history.
Okay,
I don't see any felon, but he got a lot of DUIs.
okay.
Yeah, but one of them was dismissed, but no, I don't.
I know he didn't have any prior felony convictions,
Yeah,
Judge.
no prior. You were right. No prior felony convictions. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right. Are we gonna start with the females, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. And so Jenkins Correctional Center, who do we have?
Diamond Brown.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
No.
Your Honor.
Say that again.
LaMarcus McGill.
Okay, well, hold on, since I have Ms. Brown right here. Ms. Brown, you're charged with improper passing. That bond is set at 500 DUI for a total of 2,500. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January 13th at 8:30 a.m., but if you bond out, you don't have to worry about that.
What's that for? Right up on it. Boom, bam.
Did you do a court appointed sheet? Did you fill out a sheet about your finances?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you earn?
I DoorDash, so like roughly about 400 a month.
Okay. I will go ahead and I am going to appoint an attorney to you. Good luck. So 2,500.
Down. Let's do it.
We're done.
No, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear what she said. She's breaking up.
$2,500 is your bond.
Okay. Did I go back?
I wasn't paying attention.
That's it. One of those that do.
I don't know why I did Brown first. When Billy was supposed to go first.
Wait, I'm waiting for a female.
Oh, you said you was doing the correctional facility first. I'm sorry.
No, let me just get these females done. I need to pull their paperwork. I'm sorry.
Give me your last name. Tell me your last name.
Bell,
Yes.
Ramisha Bell.
All right, Ms. Bell, you are charged with theft by shoplifting. Your bond is set at $2,000. You may not return to the Children's Palace in South Lake Mall, and you must not violate any laws while you're out. I've set your preliminary hearing for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. But if you bond out, you don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to appoint you an attorney. Good luck to you now.
Oh, yeah, no, come in. Oh. Come on. Yes, like that.
What's your name?
Sharon Billings.
What's the name?
Sharon Billings.
Ms. Billings, you're charged with criminal trespass. That bond is set at $1,000, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond.
Hayes.
Mr. Watley, do y'all reside together?
He moved. He moved and left the keys.
All right, I'm gonna put a stay away since you said that he moved.
Yes, ma'am.
Right now.
For him to stay away?
No, you gotta stay away from him.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Your preliminary hearing is January the 13th at 8:30 a.m. But if you bond out, you don't have to worry about that. And I am also appointing an attorney to you. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Yep, come here. Come here, Ms. Lake.
Ma'am, ma'am.
What's your name?
Bethany Catchings.
What? I can't hear you.
Bethany Catchings.
Ms. Catchings?
Yes.
Go to the next one. Her stuff is not right here in front of me. I want to keep moving.
Let's go back and sit down and do last. Next.
Good evening, Yolanda.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Yolanda Chapman.
All right, Ms. Chapman, you're charged the wrong side of the road. That bond is set at 500. Prohibited parking, 500. Wait a minute. DUI 2,000. The obstruction, I dismissed that charge. So your total bond is $3,000, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 13th at 8:30 a.m. And I've also appointed an attorney to you. Again, your bond is $3,000. Good luck to you, ma'am. I have Ms. Catchings.
That's you, Ms. Catchings.
Since you're charged with use and possession of drug-related items, that bond is set at 500. We must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 13th, and I've appointed an attorney to you. Your bond is 500. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Next. Henley.
What's your name?
Tamara Hall.
Tamara Hall. All right, Ms. Hall, you have a lot of charges. So theft by conversion, 1,000, and then violation of the Controlled Substance Act, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those charges each at $3,000. Identity fraud, 2,000. Concealing a motor vehicle ID, 500. Your total bond is $25,500. And you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I've also appointed an attorney to you. Good luck to you, ma'am.
I have an attorney.
Say that again.
I have an attorney.
All right, so I'm going to appoint an attorney to you, but if once your attorney gets on your case, this attorney will be removed.
Okay, thank you very
All
much.
right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Y'all go.
Okay. What's your name?
Ashley Hayes.
Ms. Hayes, you're charged with violation of drug-related items, 500, possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime, 3,000, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, 5,000, for a total bond of $10,500. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set that preliminary hearing date for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. and I've also appointed an attorney to you. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Go, Ms. Lake.
You get on your jumpsuit.
Take your arms in the jumpsuit. Take your arms as a jumpsuit.
I can't see, I can't hear.
Maxwell.
All right, what's your name, ma'am?
Survey locked.
Ms. Lodge. All right, Ms. Lott, you're charged with discharging a firearm. That bond is set at 5,000, reckless conduct, 3,000 for a total bond of $8,000. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond, and you may not possess a weapon. I've set your preliminary hearing for January the 13th at 8:30 a.m. Say that again.
I'm sorry, I didn't say.
And I have appointed an attorney to you. So your bond is 8,000. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your name? All right, Ms. Henley, you are charged with disorderly conduct.
Scott.
Setting your bond at $1,000. You may not return to Royal Inn Hotel. And that's located at 740 North Avenue. I think that's in Jonesboro.
Somebody gotta be going.
Must not violate any laws once you make bond. Your preliminary hearing again is January the 13th, and I've appointed an attorney to you. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Jasper Johnson.
You
Jasper Johnson.
Johnson, all right. Right, Mr. Johnson. You are charged with driving license, no insurance, and run.
They try to get me on that one.
On the suspended license, I'm setting that bond at 1,000. No insurance, 1,000. Hit and run, 2,500 for a total bond of $4,500. Actually, hold on. Actually. So 3, 4, 5,500 is your total bond. So your total bond is 5,500. Also appointing an attorney to you. Your preliminary hearing, if you haven't bond out, is January the 13th. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Oh, this is bad. I got people
What's your name?
Bernice Lester.
Your last name is what?
Bernice Lester.
I was just asking.
Yeah, Deputy, can you tell me what she's saying?
Lester.
Lester.
Esther.
Lester.
All right, Lester. You are charged with criminal damage in the 2nd degree. How did you know? Okay, so Brandon Wilson is your roommate?
Yes. He told me
Y'all-
he was supposed to pay. Ended up decided not to pay me. And when I came into my room, I had seen that he damaged my home, my walls. And he ended up telling me he was leaving today, actually. He said he was going to leave, so.
All right, so you can't have any contact with Mr. Williams and you can't go back to that location.
That's my house. He moved from Ohio. I have messages. He's supposed to be out of my house today. That's my home. He's supposed to be out of my house today.
It says that y'all have been a resident together for 3 months.
No, it was a month.
Lester and Wilson were occupied the same residence for the past 3 months.
No, it's not. He moved in on the 10th, a month. He's supposed to move out today with his coworker in Doraville. He texted me yesterday and said
I'm gonna take a chance on you. I'm gonna take off this no return.
yeah, that's my home.
Only because you don't have any criminal history. Because as a policy, we take the aggressor out of the home with limited exceptions. So I'm gonna put a no violent or harassing.
And he should be gone today out of my home.
All right, and I'm setting your bond at 1,000. Your preliminary hearing is January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I'm also appointing an attorney to you. Good luck to you, ma'am.
What happened? What was the bond?
1,500.
So what would I have to come up with?
You have to use a bonding company or someone to have to pay the full amount.
Okay.
What's your name?
Kayla Maxwell.
Ms. Maxwell, you're charged with violation of Drug and Controlled Substance Act. That bond is set at 5,000. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set that preliminary hearing for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. and I'm also appointing an attorney to you. Good luck to you, ma'am. What's your name?
Kiana Scott.
Ms. Scott? All right, Ms. Scott, you are charged with speeding. That bond is set at 1,000. No license, 500. DUI, 2,000. Your total bond is $3,500. And you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 13th at 8:30 a.m. and I've also appointed an attorney to you. Good luck to you, ma'am.
I don't get no signature line now.
I'm not on a DUI.
Thank you. You said January 13th, right?
3,500, yes, ma'am.
Thanks. That's my first.
Hi, Your Honor.
What's your name?
Sierra Ross.
All right, Ms. Ross, you're charged with no decal displayed. I dismissed that charge. Driving on suspended license, 1,500. Violation of Georgia Controlled Substance, 1,000. Drugs in the wrong container, 500. Your total bond is $3,000. And you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. and I'm also appointing an attorney.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Tip toes.
What's your name?
Jay Sheely.
Ms. Stewart?
Sheely.
Sheely. Ms. Sheely, you are charged with criminal trespass. I've set that bond at $2,500. You must stay away from Deidre Kane, and you may not return to 7001 Norfolk Fort in Jonesboro, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing for January the 13th at 8:30 a.m.
My name is on the link that apartment complex.
It doesn't matter.
So I don't have nowhere to go now? I pay all the bills there. My name is.
I can't appoint you an attorney. But you need to get an attorney so that you can try to get,
I don't have nowhere else to go if I don't go back to my apartment.
in the house.
And I just, you left.
The allegation is it's with a weapon, with a knife, so.
Up at night.
Okay, well, that's what the warrant says. So at this time, the other person is not here. So I can't, it says y'all live together and that you used a green knife to flatten air mattress. That was the second time that the officers were called out to the location, so somebody needs to leave and I don't have jurisdiction to make her leave. I can only make you leave. Good luck, man. What's your name?
Emily Stewart.
To charge of theft by shoplifting at 1,500. You may not return to the Dollar General, 8446 Highway 85 in Jonesboro, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. Your preliminary hearing is scheduled for January the 13th at 8:30 a.m. And I'm also appointing an attorney to you. Good luck to you, ma'am. What's your name?
Last name Vaiton, Tia Kiana.
Wait, what's the last name?
Vaiton, V-A-I-T-O-N.
All right, Ms. Baton, you are charged with simple assault. That bond is set at 1,500. Criminal trespass, 1,500 for a total bond of $3,000. You must stay away from Letitia Howard, and you may not return to 1901 Gardenwood Court in Atlanta. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. Is that your? You live there?
I live there. Everything is in my name. She already moved out.
Okay, well, I don't know that right now. It says
She moved out the day when the police officer arrested me, and all day yesterday. Her name not even much on the lease.
All right, so I can't do anything about that right now, but let's see if you are eligible for an attorney. So you're not eligible for attorney, so you just need to get an attorney so that you can get this money.
Need to do it
If she's in fact gone.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Well, first of all, you can go back, but only while accompanied by a sheriff to collect your personal belongings. And you need to hire an attorney or get an attorney, because I can't appoint one. Because you earn too much money.
Okay. And how much my bill is again? I buy.
Hold on. Your bond is 3,000.
All right.
And your preliminary hearing is January the 13th. But if you bond out, you don't have to worry about that. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And what's your name?
Tracy Walker.
All right, Ms. Walker, you're charged with battery. That bond is set at 3,000, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. This is your son. And so how old is he?
35.
Y'all reside in the same home?
He actually lives, he comes by my house often, and he lives at my mom's address at 922 Hutchins Road.
Why don't he have his own place at 35 years old?
He's bipolar schizophrenia.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
his legal guardian.
I'm not gonna put you out the house. I'm gonna put no violent or harassing contact.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let the bills in. You already won.
Your preliminary hearing is January the 13th at 8:30 a.m. And it appears that you do not qualify for a court-appointed attorney, so I cannot appoint one. Good luck to you, ma'am. That's 3,000.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Webb.
Ms. Webb, you are charged with simple battery. That bond is set at 3,000. Disorderly conduct, 1,500, for a total bond of $4,500. You must stay away from Bryant Milloran, and you may not return to 3950 Jonesboro Road in Forest Park, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. Do you understand?
I'll see if I can get a signature bond, because I got a 6-week-old baby at home. She has not ate for 2 days, because I've been here since Wednesday, and court was not till Friday, so she has not ate in 2 days. I've been calling, they said that she's been screaming and hollering and starving. I don't even know the guy who you're saying. I don't even know him. I was just a 6-week-old baby, so I know I wasn't in the club or whatever they said I was at. That's not true.
With the charges, I cannot log or a signature bond.
On one of them. So I can at least get to her.
What I can do on the battery charge, I can adjust it from 3,000 to 1,500.
Okay, thank you.
That will make your total bond 3,000.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm going to appoint an attorney to you. Good luck to you, ma'am. All right, so then, oh, so we have another female. What's your name?
Annalicia Young.
What's the last name?
Young, Y-O-U.
Young?
Yes, ma'am.
Harper,
Mhm.
put it down. Where she go? He's coming out with the one. Oh, huh? Dorm A. Yo, there's one more.
All right, Ms. Young, you are charged with battery, family violence, and criminal trespass. I've set both of those bonds at 3,000 each for a total bond of 6,000. Must stay away from Shantae Young, and you may not return to 1364. It's a worth circle.
My son lives there. He goes to school there. I did not hit her. She
Say that again?
my son lived there. Like we both live there. He goes
Who
to
lives there?
my son. We both live there, but he goes to school there. And like he eats good food. Like I swear, like even told the officer, I did not touch her. I even told her. I mean, I showed him when he was telling my mom was telling. I showed him the videos of my mom telling them like to be like, no. She said I touched her. And I told her no. I swear I showed him all.
Allegation in the warrant is you struck the victim with a closed fist in the
Yes,
stomach.
I swear to God, I even showed them the
I
videos.
know. And so the offender damaged the victim's bedroom door by taking a speaker and throwing it at the door,
I have evidence that door was broke before too, and I showed them.
causing the wood to split.
No, I swear, I showed them that too. But the officer, he's cool with my parents already. They've been through
This was witnessed by two other individuals.
the kids. They're minors. No, nobody over age.
They admitted
And
to
they-
officers that they saw
And they
um,
are going through their own battles with them. Like they literally just got in trouble for my dad just got in trouble for beating my dad, my brother. My mom just got in trouble for kidnapping my son. Literally, I swear to God, like I have evidence for everything. They just weren't trying to list like one code. I was very erratic. I was stressful. I was like, getting beat. Like look at my head when I came in. I had this. When she came in, I was literally getting beat right before she got up. As soon as she like started yelling at them, like, "Why are you calling the police? Why are you calling the police?" Yes, literally. I promise. Like, is there anything I can do like on that type of way, like to?
But man, you can earn, I'm gonna appoint an attorney to you so that maybe if you and the state can get together and y'all can work that out, but right now, I don't have the other side here to make the determination as to whether they would or would not object to you returning to the home. So right now I'm gonna have to keep you out of the home.
It's fine. That's fine. I just need to make
This
sure
is Ms. Young.
my son can go. Like he can go to school. That's fine.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Hey.
All right, Your Honor, Ms. Copeland bonded out. All our females.
Okay. All right, and so for the males, tell me who I have with the prisons.
LaMarcus McGill.
McGill. All right, I have Mr. McGill, and what's the other one?
Anthony Akes.
Oh, okay, I just saw yours. Okay, and I have yours, right. Mr. McGill, I'm gonna do you first. Mr. McGill, you've been really, really busy.
What you mean by that?
You have an extensive criminal history.
Nah.
How old are you?
31.
All right. So you're charged with aggravated battery, cruelty to children, criminal trespass, simple battery, and theft by taking. The aggravated battery is alleged that you punched the Grant in her nose, rendering a member of her body useless. It was clinically broken. The victim had a concussion. She was pushed to the ground and hit the back of her head. Cruelty to children because there were children under the age of 18 that was present. You took her cell phone out of her purse.
In the police report, it said I took it out her hand. Which one it is?
Well, the warrant says her purse. Getting in her neighbor vehicle while he was trying to take her phone. Offender and victim are ex-boyfriend and girlfriend once they lived together. Okay. All right. So on the aggravated battery, no bond. Cruelty to children, 3,000. Criminal trespass, 1,000. Simple battery, 2,000. Theft by taking, 2,000. You may not, at some point, you ever are able to make bond. You may not have any contact with Amanda Grant.
Hey, Your Honor, you know they already sentenced me for these charges too. I ain't hear you.
Hold on.
Did you hear me?
Yes, hold on. Let me check something. Because if you already got sentenced on these charges.
Yeah, a different jurisdiction has sentenced me 8 years due to the fact of the charges.
There was no background when they are seen in her experience.
I'm doing time now.
Well, it's not. I could tell you're doing time.
Oh, you going to?
I will,
That'll be double jeopardy too, won't it?
What would be double jeopardy?
If I already been sentenced and then I'm still going
But
to
if
court.
you're saying you were sentenced in another jurisdiction.
I was telling them the same thing. They can't do that, but they still did it.
I don't know. I don't see.
You breaking up, ain't he?
Yeah, you didn't do anything on these charges yet.
I'm
These
doing
charges
time
are
now.
still pending. They haven't been bound over. to Superior Court yet.
But I'm doing time now for the charges. I got paperwork saying it. They
Well, it
gave
must
me
have been the
8
other
years.
jurisdiction. It wasn't with us.
How can they do that though? That's double jeopardy.
No, I mean, I don't know what the other charge in what you're referring to, but this happened in Clayton County. So
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Coweta County sentenced me 8 years because of these charges. The
well, that's
aggravated.
something you got to take up with Coweta County because we haven't sentenced you on anything. All right.
Again, that'll
So
be
but listen, I am going to appoint an attorney to you, and I'm going to get over this information to them, and so they're going to meet you via Zoom. And when you meet with them, then let them know that, and they'll be able to investigate all this for you. All right. Good luck to you, sir. I need to send these over to the public defenders.
Yeah, I did put yes on CAA.
And so, Mr. X,
Keys.
Keys,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
charged with commercial burglary. I didn't realize that you're in prison, but at the time, you two have a criminal history.
Ma'am.
Not 2 days.
You two have a pretty lengthy criminal history. You're doing time for what county?
Cobb County.
Of course. All right. So it is the Cobb County.
2 days, sir. 2 days. I gave him the defender, but he had 2 more days.
Why?
Because remember, he has 2 separate incidents. Mr. McCabe.
All right. So I'm gonna just no bond you. But I am going to appoint you an attorney and send all this over to your public defender, and they're gonna reach out and we're gonna reach out and talk to you about this case before your preliminary hearing. Your preliminary hearing is January the 14th.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
So, you know,
If you scan them in separately for me.
but Mr. McGill, he's the one that had the 2 incidents, one on August 23rd, one on August 25th. The one on August 25th was 2 misdemeanors. The one on August 23rd was the felony. So I did do a court appointment because he had prison for you, and I put both dates on. Okay. But it still needs to go to school. And you got all of the paperwork together.
I'm just scan them in. All right. Who's in front of me right now?
So last name Amosun, first name Damilola.
All right. You are charged with simple battery. That bond is set at 1,000. You must stay away from Ula Basi Umusan, and you may not return to 3072 Jeffrey Drive in Ellenwood. However, you may return only while accompanied by a sheriff or law enforcement.
The house is split up in 2 ways. I have my side, which I created, and there's another side to it. So,
Who is Ada Basi?
okay, so do you have at least a minute where I could tell you exactly what happened? List a
I
minute?
don't want to know what happened. This is your mother?
It's my mother, and this is who brought me out here, but she had called for the ambulance and the cops that came. And I told the cops that she was touching me, and then they just gave me some battery. It wasn't nothing violent or nothing like that. As a matter of fact,
I'll discuss the case.
okay, facts. It wasn't anything like crazy or anything. The only reason the cop gave me a battery was because he said he had to at least do something. That's why he gave me the simple battery.
All right, for right now, I'm gonna take you out the home, but I can amend that if that can be amended. If the victim does not mind you returning.
Right. It's two sides to it. As a matter of fact, she's been trying to get in contact with me because she's like, she even told the cops that she should not arrest me, but the cop said he had to do something because he said I had a warrant for my arrest, which was invalid because that was the reason why he detained me. And I was like, I was trying to explain to them, like, I don't have no warrant. So they came back to me and said, I don't have a warrant, but since I already have
I understand. So, just, right now, I take you out, but if we learn any different, and we'll allow you to go back. But right now I can't. So try to make your bond. That's the first thing.
And, because I was hoping the case would get dropped, honestly, because
I can't drop it today. I don't have that authority. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. You can.
What's your name?
Charles Battle.
Battle?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Battle, you're charged with battery, family violence. I've set that bond at 5,000. This is the victim is your niece?
Yes, ma'am.
Does the niece reside at the 62?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you reside there?
Yes, ma'am. But I don't, I'm 35, so I don't gotta, I know how to survive. There's no problem with me going back there. But
I like to hear that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to hear. I know how to survive.
Yeah.
All right. And so what's your niece's name?
Nia Mosley.
You can't have any contact with her, okay?
That's fine. That's fine.
And you cannot return to the 6042 North Lee Street.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Come back here.
That's in Morrow. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. You can go back if you have any belongings there, but only while accompanied by a sheriff. And I am appointing an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
What's your name? What's your first name?
Jack, J-A-C-K.
All right, Mr. Jack, yes. You're charged with speeding. That bond is set at 1,500, reckless conduct, 2,000, hindrance of obstruction of a license plate, 500, erratic driving, 500. Your total bond is $4,500. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set that preliminary hearing date for January the 13th, and I've appointed an attorney to you. Again, your bond is $4,500. Good luck to you, sir. Okay.
Dewan.
What is it?
Dewan Chapman.
Sanders?
Chapman.
Chapman. Okay. All right, Mr. Chapman. All right, Mr. Chapman, you're charged with simple battery. That bond is set at $3,000. You must stay away from Alexis Winbush, and you may not return to 999 Forest Avenue in Forest Park, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. You may go back, but only while accompanied by law enforcement to collect any of your personal belongings, and I am appointing an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir. What's your name?
Ralph Cheese.
What's the last name?
Cheese, Cheeves. First name Ralph.
That's just speaking, my boy.
All right, Mr. Cheese, your Jesus, you got a prune. All right, so you're charged with battery, family violence. I've set that bond at $3,000. false imprisonment, and kidnapping. Those bonds have been denied. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I've also appointed an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir.
Dr. Leo, Your Honor.
Hello, what's your name?
Alex Graham.
You said Mr. Graham?
Graham, yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Graham, you're charged with no tail lights. That bond is set at 500. Driving on suspended license, 1,500. Fleeing from police, 2,000. Giving false name, 1,000, for a total bond of $5,000. And you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I've also appointed an attorney to you. Your bond is $5,000. Good luck to you, sir.
How you doing?
What's your name? Wait, hold on. All right, say your name again.
Kevin Gray.
What's your first name? Oh, Kevin Gray. All right. Mr. Gray, you're charged with reckless driving. That's 2,000. Improper lane change, 500. Too fast for conditions, 500. Your total bond is $3,000. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 13th at 8:30 a.m. And I am appointing an attorney to you, sir. What's your name?
Demarius Hall.
Paul?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hall, you are charged with possession of marijuana more than an ounce. That bond is set at 2,000. Violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, 3,000. Drug-related items, 500. No tail light, 500. Your total bond is $6,000, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. Your preliminary hearing is January the 14th at 8:30 a.m., and I have appointed an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
What's your name?
Reginald Dickinson.
Wait. What's your name?
Reginald Dubuton.
All right.
D-U-C-I-T-O-N.
You said Reginald?
Yes.
All right, you're charged with criminal trespass. I've set that bond at 1,000.
Ma'am, the lawyer, the officer said he was gonna try to get me a signature bond.
He didn't tell us that.
He said he was gonna try to put it in for me to get it on.
He didn't do that.
The other word for a signature.
Are you homeless, sir? Are you homeless?
No, ma'am.
Well, he put that in.
Huh?
He put that in here that you didn't have anywhere to go.
I got an address though, and he said he was gonna put a OR bond for me so I could get out. That's what he said. So if you please can give me OR bond, ma'am, that'd be lovely. You could do that for me.
All right, we're gonna see what we can do, okay?
Okay, so
right now it's 1,000. And I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 13th, but we're gonna see if we can find you some housing.
Okay, but I got an address to go to, 7596 Swanee Court. $7596 SUWANNEE Swanee Court, Jonesboro.
You just keep getting criminal trespass warning, arrest.
He said he
You
was
have like 6 of them.
gonna give me an OR bond.
So
man.
you must like coming in here. You have all of these convictions for criminal trespass.
Please give me an OR bond.
We'll see what we can do. Have somebody come and talk to you.
And how long, man?
I don't know when they'll be able to do it. It'll be in the next couple of days.
Okay, come on.
What's your name?
Aramis Hardy.
Hardy?
Yes, Hardy.
Hardy, you're charged with no tail light. That bond is 500. Possession of marijuana, less than an ounce. 1,000. Violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act. 1,500 for a total bond of $3,000. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January 4th, 8:30 a.m. and I have appointed an attorney to you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good luck to you, sir. What's your name?
Gianni Harper.
All right. Well, I need to look at your criminal history.
Oh, 11 done? 11 done.
He's so young.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you got a commission at your set.
All right. Obstruction, 500. Identity fraud, 2,000. Giving false name, 1,500. Possession of marijuana less than an ounce, 1,000. Driving on suspended license, 1,500. Your total bond is $6,500. Must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 14th. And it appears that I can, you don't apply for a court appointed.
I can't. Can you say that one more time? I didn't hear the last part.
You do qualify for a court appointed attorney.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Actually, no. Go there. Go there.
What's your name?
Mrs. Herbert.
Boy, you got 2 minutes. 11 altogether. What you call it?
You can,
Herbert, you're charged with no tail light and driving on suspended license.
It's not good. Right.
so we have 9 before you, sir. Yeah, once you feel long enough, we'll talk about you. We done soon. They talk shit on me, what's up? This is they get on right. This is stay on right.
No tail light, $500. Suspended license, 1,500. Your total bond is $2,000. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. Setting that preliminary hearing date for January the 13th at 8:30 a.m. And I have appointed an attorney to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
God bless you.
What's your name?
Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson, you are charged with theft by receiving stolen property. That bond is set at 5,000, no license, 1,000. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, that bond is denied. You're on active probation. Your preliminary hearing date is January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I am appointing an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Jordan Johnson.
What's your name?
Juan Jordan.
Chef, they stay right there.
Join your charge with criminal trespass.
Yeah, that's true.
Putting your bond at $1,000. No, I'm gonna do, because you don't have any violent criminal history. I'm gonna let you go back. But you can't have any violent or harassing contact with Devon Green. You understand that?
Yeah, I own the property. She's been gone since the warrant was taken out, so we had not had any communications.
Remember, you can't set belongings out. You have to go through an official
Yeah,
eviction process.
I learned that.
Right. All righty. Good luck to you, sir. Again, your bond is 1,000.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Frederick Martin.
Now, Mr. Martin, you are charged with possession of a firearm and possession of a firearm due to commission of a crime. With possession of an unlawful machine gun and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. Doesn't look like you have a criminal history. But running around with guns like this, you will. Unlawful gun. Gonna be 8,000. Possession of a firearm, 5,000. Your total bond is 13,000. Must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. Your preliminary hearing is January the 14th, but if you bond out, you don't have to worry about that. And I have appointed an attorney to you, 13,000, sir.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Kaylin McCoy.
All right, Mr. McCoy. You are charged with aggravated battery. That bond is denied. Terroristic threats, 5,000. Criminal trespass, 2,000. And you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January 14th at 8:30 a.m. I've appointed an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir.
Repeat that again. You was going in and out.
You're on the aggravated battery. You don't have a bond. You have to wait until you get to preliminary hearing, which is January the 14th.
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you, sir. What's your name?
Fahim Muhammad.
All right, Mr. Muhammad. Mr. Muhammad, you are charged with theft by receiving stolen property. That bond is set at 2,000, fleeing 2,000, improper lane change, reckless driving, red light violation, no seat belt, and no license. I'm sorry, the improper lane change, reckless driving, red light, and seat belt are each 500. No license, 1,000. Your total bond is $7,000, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. Setting your preliminary hearing date for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I'm appointing an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you, Mel. Can you repeat my charges again?
So theft by receiving stolen property, fleeing and eluding, improper lane change, reckless driving, a red light violation, no seat belt, and no license.
All right, thank you, Mel.
All right, good luck to you. What's your name?
Sean Noel.
What is it?
Sean Noel.
Yeah.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Sean Noel.
Ross?
Noel.
What? Oh, no, where?
WEB.
Sean Noel? Okay, all right. All right, you're charged with terroristic threats. I've set that bond at 5,000. You must stay away from Claude Noel. You may not return to the 592 Bridge Avenue in Forest Park, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. You may go back to that residence to collect any of your personal belongings by only whilst accompanied by a law enforcement officer, and I have appointed an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir.
What's
What's your name?
Joe
What is it?
Robinson.
Robinson? Mr. Robinson, you're charged with theft by conversion. Mr. Robinson, how old are you?
43.
Huh?
43.
I can't hear what you're saying.
43.
53?
43.
43? Aren't you tired yet? Your criminal history so long. See, you would get tired of going through this process.
No, that ain't no. Usually I know Brian. I don't know who the third one was.
All right, so I'm setting that bond at 3,000. Must not violate any laws while you're out on. And I'm appointing an attorney to you. Your preliminary hearing date is January the 14th.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, January the 13th.
Excuse me.
Yes,
That's the only charges.
that's the only charge. That's the only charge before me today, yes.
3,000.
3,000, sir. Good luck to you. What's your name?
Good morning.
Say that again.
Good morning. My name is Andre Rouse.
Rouse, all right, Mr. Rouse. Mr. Rouse, you're charged with unlawful conduct during a 911 call. That bond is set at 2,000. Your preliminary hearing date is January the 13th at 8:30 a.m. and I've appointed an attorney to you. That's 2,000. Good luck to you, sir.
Grab his that. Wait right here, was it late?
What's your name?
Nicholas Stewart, ma'am.
What is it?
Nicholas Stewart.
What is it?
Nicholas Stewart.
Mr. Stewart. All right, Mr. Stewart, you are charged with battery family violence. That bond is set at 2,000. You must stay away from Donna Ellison. And you may not return to 13143 Sweden Trail in Hampton, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. You may return to the location, but only while accompanied by law enforcement to get your personal belongings.
Okay, ma'am.
And it appears that you do not qualify for a court-appointed attorney, so I cannot appoint one. Again, your bond's 2,000.
Okay, Ms. Donna, her lease is
Yep.
expired, so she had premises. And that right there is my property, so I can't go back. there.
I can't hear what you're saying.
No, I said.
Speak up. Speak in the speaker.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I was saying Ms. Donna, her lease is up and she actually vacated the premises, and that right there is my property as well, so I can't return to that property.
Right, you cannot return to the property. You can, but only while accompanied by law enforcement.
Okay,
All righty. Good luck to you, sir.
thank you so much.
What's your last name, son?
Right.
All right, what's your name?
Try.
Hey. Go in there, wait. You can read that.
So Trice, you're charged with set at 1,000, escape 2,000 for a total bond of $3,000. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set that preliminary hearing date for January the 13th at 8:30 a.m. and I am appointing an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir. What's your name?
They said Quavy Trigger.
All right, Mr. Trigger, you're charged with criminal trespass. That bond is set at 3,000. You may not have any contact with Denise Cooper, and you cannot return to 559 Riverdale, and you must not violate while you're out on bond. You can go back to the home, but only while accompanied by law enforcement to get your personal belongings. And I've also appointed an attorney to you. Good luck to you, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, they walk.
All right, Mr. Walker, you're charged with false imprisonment. That bond is false imprisonment. That bond is set at 5,000. Battery 2,000. Your total bond is set. Must stay away from Alayla Brown, and you may not return to 1879 Simmons Lane, and that's in Lovejoy.
Well,
And you must, yes?
she ended up moving back with her mom. Like my name on that lease with my mom. I still can't go back to the house. She's not there anymore.
Let me see if they said that,
Walker.
it said that she resides there, but I'm gonna appoint an attorney to you. And so you can get with your attorney and see if they can get that modified. All right, good luck to you, sir. But you can go back if accompanied by law enforcement and
Thank you.
thank you. What's your name?
Laquan Williamson.
All right, Mr. Williamson, Laquan. All right, you're charged with DUI. I dismissed that charge. Improper lane change. I'm gonna give you a signature bond on that. So you should be released today. Just make sure the court has a good address for you for notice, all right? You don't have to post bond.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. I don't want to see you back.
You,
Your Honor,
Yes? What's your name?
Ryan Baker.
All right, Mr. Georgia Controlled Substance Act, is it a 2000? A violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act with the intent to distribute 3,000, possession of a firearm 5,000, and loitering 500. Your total bond is $10,500. You may not return to the Top Cloud Smoke Shop at 10339 Terra Boulevard in Jonesboro, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 14th, and I've also appointed an attorney to you. It's $10,500. Good luck to you, sir.
I go straight down to the first set of elevator. Go.
And Deputy Williamson, can you get him to waive his preliminary hearing, please?
Williamson, come and waive your preliminary hearing.
What's your name, sir?
Tramel Pickett.
Your charge of speeding, that bond is set at 500, passing on shoulder. I dismissed that one. Reckless driving, 1,000, improper turn, 500. Your total bond is $2,000, and you must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set that preliminary hearing date for January the 14th, and you do not qualify for a court-appointed attorney, so I cannot appoint one. Good luck to you, sir.
No, take me to the better garage. Yeah. One more, we got one more.
It's two more, bro.
One more? What's up?
Taking him to medical?
Yeah.
They're taking him to medical. Tyler, you done with?
Tyler. You just happen to sign his name. I had to play stuff on there.
Okay, so what happened to,
Brian, we finna get him, he coming.
oh, okay, and what about Chaz Wilson?
Wilson. You good? Oh, not active, bonded out.
Oh, okay, all right, he's out the bond.
Can y'all have her close that door?
And then you told me Copeland was out to bond,
Yes, ma'am.
all right? And,
Are we ready for Brian?
that's it. Yeah, I saw it.
He still gotta go back to fall and they'll release him.
Yeah, he's still gonna release him. Rogers has to walk that man back to medical. Okay, you know.
All right.
Well, Mr. Brown.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Good afternoon, Mr. Brown. You are charged with sexual exploitation of children. That bond is set at 10,000. You must not violate any laws while you're out on bond. I've set your preliminary hearing date for January the 14th at 8:30 a.m.
All right.
And it appears that you do not qualify at this time for a court-appointed attorney. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Congressman.
Are you good to grab your sack? Here, man, but right before. You good to go? Grab your sack. All right, y'all, that's all we have on our end.